when Chris Jans came to Mississippi State, he brought with him a, a defensive mindset, a style of play that said, we are going to grind you. We're going to make you work for everything that you're trying to do as a team. And we're going to do everything we can to make life difficult for you on the offensive end. And look, they didn't have much offensive talent at all on that first team that he had. It helped a little bit when he got Josh Hubbard in his second season as the head coach. The thing that is concerning, the thing that continues to be an issue for Mississippi State this year is that they're not great offensively. That's definitely true, but they're not good defensively. And like I said, I've said this before, and I hate to harp on it, but this is the second straight season they've not been good defensively, and that is a hallmark, that is a staple of what Chris Jans brings to the table when he is the head coach of your team. And for whatever reason, that seems to have gone away, and that worries me going forward. Look, I'm not one of those I know there are people that are calling for the Chris Jans era to come to an end. I'm not one of those people. I'm willing to give him a chance to fix this next season, but obviously he's got to fix it next season. But it is concerning going into the future. Is the thing that he values more than anything else, the thing that you have to be able to do to get on the court for Chris Jans, is to be solid defensively and to be able to lock the other team down. And Mississippi State can't lock anybody down. I mean, they can't lock anybody down. They can't get stops. It seems like teams can score at will against them at times. And this team, after, kind of getting a little bit of a spark after they beat Ole Miss and after they beat, I don't remember who it was, the other team that they beat that I wasn't expecting them to beat. Oh, Auburn. After they beat those two teams, and they had South Carolina next on the slate. You're like, okay, maybe they can kind of get on the run, get some confidence going. I wasn't expecting them to beat Alabama, but it was just a really bad game. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that bad. But this team then just blows it against South Carolina. They played terribly against Alabama, and you have to start to a question again, what is the future of this team and what is the future of Chris Jans? Like I said, he's not getting fired, and I'm not calling for him to be fired, but it is concerning. If you're a fan of Mississippi State basketball, it's concerning to watch this team just limp into the SEC tournament, where as of right now, I mean, they might end up being, just based off of where they are in the standings, they might be the favorite on the first day of the tournament, because of the fact that it's a 5-day tournament now and they'll play on that Wednesday, but you don't expect them to get past day 2 at this point. I mean, I don't know why you'd have any faith in them to be able to do that, because they haven't shown the ability really to beat anybody that's not in the bottom half of the SEC standings. And I just don't see them getting through the rest of this schedule and being in a position where they can beat a decent team in the SEC tournament. I just don't see that being the case. And you have to wonder what it's going to be like for Chris Jans going into next year.